Alrighty guys, well, seeing as how going to get the Thunder Creek fuel trailer was by far my most popular video so far, which that was a video I debated on whether to even make or not, but I'm glad I did. Let's do a review of it. What do you say? So, pulled this trailer almost the entire harvest with my pickup 3/4 ton diesel. I love the way it pulled. Rode nice. The one thing I will say is it's pain to unhook, because yeah, the camera picks that up pretty good. Look at how high you have to lift it to unhook it from that. But whenever you load it, it squats that pickup pretty decent. So let's start with built-in inoculant. Love it. It's so handy. I was going through 20 to 30 gallon, not inoculant, this is DEF, built-in DEF. I was going through 20 to 30 gallon a day, so that was super handy. We've had DEF for quite a while because our swather has DEF. We now have 2 tractors with DEF, and we have 2 pickups right here with DEF. So we've already had an electric DEF pump, so I never actually used the tank fill side of this and hook this up. I just would pull this out of the way, take the cap off, fill the tank that way. The only problem I had with it was towards the end of harvest, all of a sudden, I don't know if it was something in the pump or what on this. I was having trouble with keeping the handle running for more than about a gallon at a time without it clicking off. And it's not that I had trash in the little screen inside the DEF tank, because if we were here at the yard or near the yard, I would go to where our DEF pump tote is and fill up with it, and I'd never have a problem with it. I'd turn it on and it would run till it was full. So I don't know if I was pumping a little bit of air and it was kicking this out, or what exactly was going on there, but that was driving me a little batty. Other than that, I loved it. Our water that we put on for inoculant worked great. I've got some changes though on what I want to do based on how everything worked. One, hooking and unhooking the hose every single day. That got irritating, rolling it up. It got to be a pain and pretty time consuming. Jumping to compartment number 2, the diesel pump. Can't say enough good things about it. This friggin' engine is a pumping machine. You could fill that chopper so quick. Even whenever we were home, I would keep this hooked up to my pickup. One, so I could get DEF and diesel at the same time right at our other shop where we would service every night, and not have to go to 2 different locations, because our diesel is here at this yard. Our DEF is where our sprayer is parked half a mile away. But also because this would pump a whole lot faster than our big diesel pump on our big tank over there. So I would come fill, because we've got 2 hoses over there. I'd put both hoses to work filling this trailer. Then this thing would fill the choppers a whole lot faster. So I love that. Never had issues with tires this year. I'm interested to see how they hold up. Our old 600-gallon Palmer fuel trailer, we went through at least 1, if not 2 tires every fall. Part of it, I think, was dry rot from sitting. Part of it was just not heavy enough. So as you can see, we got a whole lot done back here this year. Went to local place, got a spare tire. Little ladder we kept in here for servicing. Made it real easy to climb up on the header and different areas. But what I am thinking for next year, get that water out from up here. Thunder Creek makes a pretty nice toolbox that is designed for this area. I'm debating on taking the water out of here and either pricing their toolbox, see what it costs, or finding one that would fit there really nice to keep some tools here, move the water back here with possibly an air compressor. Again, Thunder Creek has an air compressor that's designed to sit in here nicely. Takes up a lot of area though, is the one worry I have. So by the time you add the air compressor, the spare tire, and move that water tank back here, you're talking a lot of space. The other problem with moving the water back here is getting power for the diesel or the water pump. I mean, obviously there's some electric right there. I hate to cut into their lines because that one is just, you know, the 2-wire for the LED. You have the brake lights and trailer lights there. So, I mean, there is some power back here, but not necessarily easy to access without having to cut into a harness. And I don't really like that. There is, now that I look though, another set right there. Huh. So maybe that is an option. But it would be nice to put the water back here and then get a hose reel, like a retractable hose reel. We found some looking in a tool magazine. Real simple to set in there. But yeah, I can't say enough about this truck. I freaking love it. The one real nice thing is when you're in a hurry, I mean, it's just push of a button, off you go. That is handy. But yeah, I am sold on this trailer. Like I said, I mean, these trailers are crazy expensive. Crazy expensive. But from what I've seen, they're one of the nicest ones out there. Again, it was kind of a hurry thing, so I didn't get a chance to look at a whole lot of brands. The 3 or 4 that I found, this was by far the best trailer. I'm sure there's kind of a knockoff that would be almost identical to this. That would be quite a bit cheaper. Didn't have time to find one, so we went with this. From what I've seen, there is one other option we don't have, and it is the light tower. I don't know, I'm sure most of you that watch this video watch Millennial Farmer. His new one he got has the light tower. There's a guy I follow on Instagram is where I actually learned about the light tower, because they were servicing combine or cotton stripper or something. Can't remember what it was when I first saw it. And then Millennial Farmer debuted his new trailer and it had the light tower on it. We only had to service one time in the dark. With the way our harvest works, we don't have to push our hours insane, especially with the machines we have for chopping. That 9800 and 8700, we were eating corn. I mean, we were flying through the acres. I was worried with the harvest we were going to have and the tons we had to cover, we were going to have to do quite a bit of night work. I only had to turn the lights on my chopper one time, so lights on this weren't that big a deal. The LEDs inside the cabinets were really handy for, you know, later in the evening finding everything. But yeah, I am sold on the Thunder Creek, I'm not gonna lie. Like I said, move the water to the back, possibly get some tools in here. If I could get an air compressor, which truly, instead of putting an air compressor in the back of this, maybe I could put it in the back of the pickup. I could be self-sustaining that way. Because the way it is now, whenever we try to keep the choppers together as much as possible, because it's always hard to know how to divide the trucks, because there'll always be one chopper that has too many trucks, one chopper that's waiting on trucks. And 2 hours later, it might be the complete opposite. So it's hard whenever you have to split. But when we're together, we'll have the fuel trailer behind my pickup, and then our service truck, which is it's either GMC or Chevy, can't remember off the top of my head, 5500. So like a big single axle truck. We'll have it with a pull type air compressor. So it's got all the tools and a smaller air compressor on it, plus the big air compressor. Then this was just mainly for fuel. Well, now if we have to split, if I have tools and an air compressor, I can basically be able to take care of everything I need to for daily maintenance without the big service truck and big air compressor. I think that made sense. So with that, I think I'm just going to end this video here, make it nice and short. There's my review on Thunder Creek. They're pretty awesome fuel trailers, guys. If you can, I would look into one. I like them.